too little, too late. Like the day's almost over.
Almost, but she brought the sunshine in for sure.
She brought the sunshine in.
She brought the sunshine.
She brought the sunshine in. Hey, she did bring a little sunshine in. Didn't she? Erica Campbell is here, baby.
Hello. How you doing? How you doing?
How are you?
I'm well. So much going on, and I'm, managing and taking one day at a time, being grateful for it all. I just finished my first conference in Atlanta and doing it again next weekend in DC and then in LA. So
you've been doing a lot of these conferences. Can you just tell us what it's about? What's going on?
So it's called Laugh, Cry, Heal, and it is an experience where my VIP experience. I just want to get to know the people. People have supported and watched, and I haven't been able to really say thank you, but I also wanted to just curate a moment where people can literally understand that healing is possible. Some people feel like it is what it is. I can't do anything. I'll be broken forever. Whether you dealt with domestic violence or abuse or even church hurt, there are a lot of people who are just hurting. And so I have actual therapists that are on this tour with me.
Good, Erica.
Yeah, and so we're talking about suppressing emotions, which a lot of us have to, because sometimes, this is my story.
Right.
As positive as I am, I didn't like to cry because I felt like cry for what? Cry meant I'm a loser. Cry meant they won. And so I would just suppress my emotions. And while I was doing all these great things, there was this kind of low-grade sadness that just kind of stayed with me. I would have great moments and be kind of cynical about it. You won. Okay. All right. You didn't win this. It was always more. So as I started healing, I said, I'm sure there's other women that feel like me. I'm sure there's other men that feel like me. So I wanted to have this moment where we have a comedian, but we also have this laughter, but we all also have this real healing moment. And it's kind of all intertwined because some of the people that came, they was like, okay, so when is the crying part? And I was like, there's no designated crying part. When you hear the truth.
When do we cry?
Yeah, it affects you. And you don't have to suppress it. Be free to feel. Don't apologize for crying anymore. People do that to me all the time.
What made you not want to cry, though? That's odd for a woman to not want to cry.
So my family is kind of like that. When my mama start crying, she'd be like, doggone it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you tell kids are celebrated when they don't cry.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? People who are not emotional are celebrated. So it's almost like suppress and act like nothing happened. But tears are release valves. Literally, you release the stress hormone cortisol from your body when you cry. You also sleep a lot better when you cry.
You do sleep a lot better.
So it's just a pass to feel your feelings and not ignore them, And so I just think that when you combine that with how much God loves us and how Jesus cried, David cried, so many in the Bible cried because they were going through things. Crying is a release that says, I'm not in control. God is. Okay, so I released it. All right, God, what we doing? How we getting to healing?
So we should leave Tyrese alone.
Let Tyrese cry.
That's what you said. You said, hey, leave Tyrese alone.
Release his feelings and emotions.
Release the cortisol in his eyes.
I don't know. That's too much cortisol.
He said that's too much cortisol.
Too much.
This is a great idea, though. I like the healing conferences.
For sure.
So what made you decide that you wanted to do a healing conference? Or was it you in conjunction with someone else?
It was me talking to people and mentoring people and realizing this is bigger than just one-on-one. I need a bigger room with more people. And so when God first gave it to me, I was like, oh, this is for me and my sisters, my homegirls. We're going to get together, have tacos in the backyard.
I'll come to that one.
And then God said bigger. And I was like, oh, so maybe it's for my church. And I kept feeling this unction in my soul saying bigger. And I didn't want to be afraid of it. Initially, I wanted 10 cities, but my funding didn't come through the way how it goes.
My checking account had to deposit that. And then
I was actually trying to get funding, and you actually need much more time to do that. And so I asked my husband, I was like, well, we could do 3, right? He was like, yeah, we can do it. And I did have my friend Mike McBride from the Black Church Pact that did pour into the event. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But these 3, I feel like it's perfect. I feel like 10 would have been overwhelming. I feel like 3 is perfect. These 3 different cities. And so many people flew in Atlanta. I had people from Jersey, from Florida, from all over the place. Even somebody from California. I said, there's one in LA, right? But,
now when you said that you were doing these conferences at first, I thought it was somebody else and you were just like a guest speaker or something.
No, this is mine.
This is actually yours. And so then I was like, oh, this is like a preacher's wife kind of situation. You know, so is that what it is? Is this your like responsibility as the first lady, or you don't?
No, not at all. This is my heart's desire to see people free. It's why my music is filled with what it's filled with, to see people free, to see them, break the chains, to literally be the best version of themselves, stop questioning themselves, stop comparing themselves, let go hate and anger that they have for people in their heart. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get free. You got to get that off of you, man. And so many people live struggling. You work at jobs and you under pressure. You got family under pressure. You have to have a space to release that. This is what that is.
Is it possible to heal?
Absolutely. I'm healed from so many things that have happened in my life, from, rejection, childhood, feeling not good enough. Because the reason I know Inglewood so well is because we moved 15 times. Just no money. And parents trying their best to do their best. And you feel like I'm never going to become anything because I'm poor. And so that fighting and scratching to become and to be the best version of yourself doesn't always go away. So a lot of times I was overworking and God was like, Erica, I did it for you. Look at your life. You're blessed. You got a healthy kids. Your church is well. You got music touching the world. You're blessed. And I was still like, I gotta. And so to learn to not strive to, try to make sure that little girl who ate beans all the time.
This is interesting. Erica Campbell. Erica Campbell, everybody. Because when most of us see Erica Campbell, we see Erica Campbell, the Grammy Award-winning multi-platinum album.
Oh, I just won a Marconi Award, too. Radio personality of
You better.
Yeah.
Look, I almost forgot you on the radio. You know how this goes. So, and also married to the Warren Campbell.
Yeah.
Which, probably every woman's dream to marry this big time man with all this money, because that's what we think. We think money. So when I hear that you work, and you feel that you have to work and you overwork, it doesn't make sense to us that that's who you are.
Because a lot of people put too much value on money. There are rich people, like way 10 times more money than me, that are still striving, because you have to be comfortable within yourself with where you are. Contentment is a great thing. Contentment leads to peace. Money doesn't lead to peace.
Ooh.
Marriage doesn't even lead to peace.
Ooh.
Contentment does. Because if you're not content, you're always looking for the ball to drop, for something to go wrong. What's happening? Did I do this, do that? I did the best I could with what I had in this moment. I'm going to be okay with that. I'm not going to ask myself 1,000 times, did I do enough, if I know that I tried my best to do my best. Or I'm not going to compare myself to somebody. I did what I was supposed to do, what I'm called to do. And so that was something that I had to learn. After our first Grammy win, we started talking about what to do next. It wasn't like, yes, it was like, okay, all right, what's next? Yeah. You cheat yourself of your great moments.
Ooh.
Just appreciate.
I remember when Jamie Foxx won the Oscar and he was going into... No, actually, it wasn't the Oscar. It was what's the award that comes before the Oscar?
Is it the Golden Globe?
Golden Globe, thank you. When he won the Golden Globe and he was walking into the little press room or whatever, and they asked him what was he going to do next, or how did he feel about, you think you're going to win the Oscar next? And he was like, man, I just got off the stage.
Right. I'm
winning
full
this
with
one.
this.
Like, what are we doing here?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a perfect example of how we don't live in the moment. You know what I'm saying? We start thinking about what's next. Appreciate the day. You only get one set of 24 hours. If I cheat this, when I get to the next, I'm also going to miss something because I don't know how to appreciate the moments. Where I am today. Listen, I had a hysterectomy. And while I had the hysterectomy, the doctor accidentally poked my stomach. So there was a tear in my stomach. So they had to stop the hysterectomy to do one surgery to repair my stomach, which made the surgery go way longer. When I come out of the anesthesia, there's a tube down my throat. I'm going, why is there a tube down my throat? So the nurses can't tell you. So they're like, just a minute, the doctor's coming, just a minute. And then they tell me what happened, which means I have to be in the hospital for 4 days. I can't eat because my stomach has to be repaired.
Right.
In the meantime, I'm trying to prepare for a whole conference. I'm trying to promote it. I can't because I'm trying to heal. My conference is called Laugh, Cry, Heal. God gave me opportunity to literally laugh, cry, and heal while I was getting ready for it.
Laugh, Cry, Heal.
Yeah, I was like, Lord, I already had a testimony. You didn't have to do that.
I had a few things.
A few things I can testify about. But sometimes that's how life is. When you go through the valley, don't think the valley is your part. The Bible says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil, for thou art with me. So even in my broken times, God is still with me. If I remember that, I don't think the brokenness is some kind of condemnation, against me and God is mad at me. It's life. We go through, things happen.
Ooh, stop it.
So if you keep your mind up and focused on this is not my forever, I'm destined to be on the mountain one day.
Are you talking to me now? Because just the other day, I was going through it. And I said, I think God hates me. I think he hates me.
No way.
And for you to just say that right there, you spoke to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a song that I used to listen to all the time, and it just starts with he's not mad at you. I can almost stop the song right there. He's not mad at you. And I think that's what a lot of people need to know because they've maybe made wrong choices or they haven't gotten there to that place yet. And so they feel like, oh, I must be cursed. You're not cursed. You just got to keep going. You're not cursed. You just have to overcome. It's going to make the victory better. You know what I mean? The thing that you've been striving for, you want so bad, you got to just keep going. But you got to keep your heart right, too. You know what I'm saying? Because you reap what you sow, not where you sow. So you may get away with it here, but it's going to show up somewhere else in your life. But that's the same for good seeds that you plant. You know what I'm saying? You may work at this business and you don't get the position, but maybe that next job is the one where you're going to go, oh, I'm reaping what I have sown, the dedication, the time, the energy, the love, the excellence, the extra hours, all those things. God is paying attention. Yeah. And we have to realize that.
Let everyone know, how can we get tickets? How can we be a part of this experience?
Yes.
How can we heal?
Yes, we can. Come to go to loveerica.com/laugh-cry-heal and get your tickets. There's a VIP experience on November 8th at my church. It's going to be amazing. I actually get to talk to people. Most times you take pictures and they just kind of move you through. I want to know where the people from, what
You're going to be there all night.
All night. We stayed a few hours, but it was cool. I was there for that, and they were there for that. I know a lot of LA loves me, and I want to love them
absolutely.
back.
Absolutely. I want to ask you this, too, because as a gospel artist, and, people, I don't know if I should call you a gospel artist. That might have been, I don't know if that's, as an artist.
That's fine.
As an artist. People come, and the reason why I say gospel artist is because people, what you just mentioned, people like to talk, they come there, get a picture, and they like, oh, you helped me through, da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, you healed me through. Oh, let me tell you, when I was in the hospital, da-da-da-da-da. And there's this long conversation, and people seek you for advice. They seek you for wisdom, specifically about the Bible, God, Jesus, life, Christ, Christianity. And now that you are a first lady as well, how do you move through that, Erica Campbell? Because you're still a human being with flaws, with faults, and trying to make it through your own life.
I'm honest. I'll tell you, you know what? I wish I had an answer for you, but I'll pray with you about it. Or let's find a therapist. Let's put you in the right direction, put you in the right room to help you get the answers that you can. And I do what I can. If I don't have the capacity to do it, if it's overwhelming, I tell people that. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have capacity for that right now. Maybe next week, let's have the conversation. Or
that's good. Saying? Yeah, that's good.
Because at church, when church is over, me and my husband go to the lobby and we shake hands and talk to people. And some people still feel like, well, I feel like you ignored me, and I was there. I was like, I was surrounded by 22 people also, but I still love on them. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry that you felt that way. That's never my intention. So I don't take their hurt feelings personal. You know what I'm saying? That's their feelings. So I don't have to join in whatever they feeling. I'll give them what I can, which is, I didn't want you to feel that way. Wasn't my intention. But if I can, I will. If I cannot, I won't. And I just pray that God help you to understand. I'm not trying to be God for nobody.
Right. Thank you so much for being here. get your VIP tickets right now.
And then it's early. So Friday is 7 to 9, and then Saturday is 11 to 2. It's not long, but it is power
But you're going somewhere else. Are you going somewhere else?
DC first. So DC is first.
Because some people
November
might be in
1st and
DC
2nd.
or something and want to holler at you.
Yeah,
or have
DC.
people in DC that they need to, that are fans of yours and want to call them and let them know, hey, Erica Campbell's coming. Yeah. So let the people know. When's the DC?
DC is November 1st and 2nd. And then LA is November 8th and 9th. Yeah, Atlanta showed up. They were so great.
I can imagine what Atlanta was like.
I mean, but it was a million things going on. Like Kamala Harris was there. So I was like, I don't know who coming. Jesus, I don't know who coming. But they showed us. So it was great.
Yeah, so loveerica.com.
/laugh, cry, heal.
Let me get that. / Okay.
Laugh, cry, heal.
Laugh, cry, heal. Aren't we playing something with Erica and Money Long and MC Light?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's called Thank You,
That's
too.
called Thank You,
So then when you
too.
said thank you,
Oh, you
that's
meant
what I
that
thought
one.
you were talking
I
about.
did
And I was
Thank
like,
You on my album with D Smoke.
Oh, okay.
My baby girl is here. She actually is on MC Light's record as well.
Oh, you on there?
Zaya. She don't want to say
hi
that.
to the people. Say hi to the people, Zaya. Oh, I got to turn your mic on. Say hi to the people, Zaya.
Hi.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, she's Little Miss African American 2024.
Okay, now you better be Miss African American. Okay.
Wait, what's the other song you're on? You're on MC Light and then something else with Lecrae and Luck. The album for Kamala Harris. You know you remember.
Oh, you down with Lecrae and them?
Oh, yeah.
Black Don't Cry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's on a song called Black Don't Cry.
We got to feel that one. Okay, so November 1st and 2nd in DC, it is the Laugh, Cry, Heal conference.
Yeah.
And then here in LA, November 8th and 9th.
In San Fernando at our church.
San Fernando.
California Worship Center is where it's going to be.
Okay.
It's an experience.
It sounds like an experience. It does. It does.
Yeah.
Loveerica.com /laugh, cry, heal. Get your tickets. Get your VIP tickets.
Yes. Get your VIP
Are
tickets.
there tickets outside of VIP or just VIP?
Yes,
tickets?
general. So VIP is 75. The other is 45. I wanted to make it
that's
reasonable.
good.
Yeah, it's my
That's
first
very
time.
reasonable.
So, I didn't want to overcharge. Plus, I'm new at this. This is my first time. I do concerts, but so this is different. So it's a little scary.
Do you sing at all?
A little bit.
A little bit, okay.
A little bit.
Because I don't want the people to be disappointed like they were when
It's not a
Beyonce was
concert.
at the, when Beyonce was at
it was
the
like,
rally.
she ain't gonna sing
It was like, hold on, where the Freedom Song at? I just want to let the people know this is what it is. We laughing, we crying, and we healing, okay? We not singing.
We're not singing. But I do have the newest member of my block, which is Carson Barnes, this young singer. He's so dope. 19 years old, 20 years old. That boy can sing his face off.
Love it.
Jesus, yeah. He's been with me in Atlanta. He'll be with me in the other cities as well.
Tell your sister I said hi. Your
I
sisters.
will. Yes, all
I
of
said
them.
hello.
75,000 of them.
Your family has always been kind to me. Just been nice. And so I appreciate that. Every time I see you all, you show me love, and I appreciate that.
Listen, we real LA girls, so we've been listening to you for years and, laughing and sometimes going, oh, what she say? So, yeah, I'm family for real. So thank you so much for having me today.
And we're going to wrap this up with your new song, Thank You, Thank You, Thank You. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes,
thank
three
you.
of them.
Yeah, 3 thank yous and a D-Smoke.
And a D-Smoke. Yeah,
3
shout out
thank yous
to
and a
D-Smoke.
D-Smoke. Erica Campbell, everybody, show her some love, please. Then DC, November. I just think it's a wonderful idea. I really do. I think this was an amazing idea.
Yeah, I want to do it for marriages. I want to do it for college students.
Yeah.
Just to offer space.
I think it's amazing, and it's just the beginning. So thank you. Thank you. Erica Campbell, everybody. Let's blow it.